Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Sam Darnold and the New York Jets versus Cam Newton and the New England Patriots.
We have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the New England Patriots. Sam Ficken with it teed up, and away we go from MetLife Stadium. On the return, it's Taylor. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out come the Patriots with their new quarterback for 2020, and he, like their previous quarterback, a former MVP, Cam Newton.
And when he's at the top of his game, you see that big smile. That's when you know everything is clicking. That means he's accurate throwing the football. They can't get him down in the run game, and his team is having a whole lot of fun because when they score a touchdown, some fan's going to get lucky and get the game ball.
They'll run with a former Super Bowl hero. It's James White. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A shotgun snap for Newton. Got a man open. That's Harry. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Now the second-year punter, Jake Bailey, on for New England. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Here now comes the Jets offense, and the man that will be captaining the ship at 6'3", it's Sam Darnold.
Year 3 now of Sam Darnold being the starting quarterback with the New York Jets, and as you might expect, some ups and downs along the way. That's what happens with young quarterbacks. Last year, 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, had to play through some sickness and injury. But the Jets really believe in this guy and showed it by upgrading their offensive line in order to get him more protection moving forward.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's the ex-Florida Gator, LaMichael Pirine. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And Darnold, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Running out of the gun with White. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 45 on second down, Newton. And his throw here's incomplete. Damiere Byrd, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. The pass complete. It's Byrd. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First down, here's White. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Jordan Jenkins.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 13-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Throwing is Newton. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now after the sack, Cam and the Patriots going to look up at a 3rd and long. Newton now to throw. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead.
Jets, nothing.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Returnable here for Davis. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, the Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And here's the game's number 3 all-time rusher, Frank Gore.
Frank Gore, the ball.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. On 4th down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Back deep for the Patriots, Gunnar Olszewski. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over.
The Patriots take over.
New England trying to get a place on offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Catch is made by Harry. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Out of the gun, Newton. And he's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
It's a gain
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3-and-out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
The throw over the middle taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 46-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
A gain of 14.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run on 1st down. White. And he'll get this down only to the 18. And on the stop that time, Terrell Basham.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough at run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They will run for the first time with Rex Burkhead. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Nick Folk for the point after. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So that drives 7 plays in length. And a nice play on the end of it, an 18-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returnable here for Davis.
Ashton Davis on the return. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
New York set to take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Pirine. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 38.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold setting up the screen to Pirine. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
No gain on the play.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
And that will be incomplete.
intended for Brashon Perriman. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Here's Braden Mann now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And looking up into the sun, he's able to make the fair catch inside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Newton. He's got it to James White. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 to score after one on EA Sports. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Newton. And that'll be caught by the tight end, Keene. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On first down, it's White. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Blake Cashman.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
On 2nd and 9, Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Newton on first down. That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 48-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Back to throw, Newton. Throw caught here by Bird.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Ball carrier.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 18-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots add on to their lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Returnable here for Davis. Oh, good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Frank Gore and company trotting back out there as they get set to go again on offense. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Gore. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Still 2nd down.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Faking the give, Darnold. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, it's Gore. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gore. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Over the middle to Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's Darnold. And incomplete. Darnold, some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to close the gap just a bit.
As they began this last drive, things weren't exactly looking up for this offense. But after what they just did, putting the ball in the end zone, that took them away from the brink of possibly being knocked out of this game.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's 17-7. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll throw from the gun. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. On 2nd down now. It's Harris. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Harris, the Patriots.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Newton. And that is incomplete.
Newton's pass, incomplete. Intended for Demir Bird.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've got a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll toss it left to Gore. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro Stephon Gilmore. There he goes left side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
The penalty is declined.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will make it into the end zone. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And our focus now shifts to Frank Gore. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Here's Pirine. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll try and go jet sweep here with Perriman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They run. It's Gore. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
3rd and... Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. And that's caught by Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. Here's Darnold. He'll get this to LaMichael Pirine out of the backfield. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now a first down throw for Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton throwing again. Catch is made by Harry. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of 9.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing again is Newton. And he'll drop it underneath to White. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Folk's kick is good.
The kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
27, Jets 7.
So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. It was an excellent first half from the former league MVP, Cam Newton. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now it's Gore. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Gore. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Run there by Frank Gore, and he has to be one of the most admired players in the NFL. Started the 2020 season, number 3 all-time on the rushing list, less than 1,400 yards shy of Walter Payton as the season kicked off. Spent a year with Coach Adam Gase in Miami. Now he's hooked back up with him again with the New York Jets.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a carry for Pirine. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's brought down at the 39.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Gore. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll stick to the ground game with Gore. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 33-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Gore. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 25. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the Patriots' 17-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run again with Pirine. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gore. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another carry now for Gore. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and push it in with Gore. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, The field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
The veteran Frank Gore stands alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll go to Pirine, trying to pound it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Ficken for the extra point. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, it's Taylor. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Cam going to bring the Patriots up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run again with Harris. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now Newton. Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Patrick Owasor with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start the drive here with Gore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Again here on first down. Anthony Jennings in that time defensively.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Switch up.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
34-yard line. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. And this carry number 20 for Frank Gore. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up second. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Perine, draw play. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Perine. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. From the gun, he'll hand this off. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
Result from the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late in goal unit. Easy one. After knocking the field goal through, Ficken now kicking off. On the return, it's Taylor. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Newton and the Patriots with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. And he'll throw right away. On the left side, a catch by White. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Harris. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, 1st down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. This is Harris. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
Damian Harris.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 42. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On the delay, here's Harris. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away. Put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Newton. Escaping the pressure right. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Harris. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder. And they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
It's now 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chipping. And Folk's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
30, Jets 17.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, right at the 30.
35 to Mike. Come on, baby.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
At
this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
35 to Mike.
Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
35 to Mike.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Darnold to throw again. Darnold, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 30, the 20, 10, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
So now the Pats offense comes on, and they'll try for the 2-point conversion. following the fumble recovery. Newton. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. Newton now to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. So a big play there. Not only the fumble return for the touchdown, then they get the 2-point try. And, you know, for the defense, though, they were just over there sitting on the field. They had to rush out to try to defend that.
You know, it's funny. They actually practice situations that they call sudden change when the team turns it over. I'll guarantee you no one practices a fumble return for a touchdown like that, and now someone goes for 2. Really good strategy by them putting them in that situation.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The Jets on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
And here we go on 4th. Darnold. And they work this well upfield across the 45. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 at the 42-yard line.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To the air again, Darnold over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, but it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Intended for Jamison Crowder.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Jets on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And this is incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Cam going to bring the Patriots up now, 1st and 10 at their own 42. Harris starts the drive on the ground, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He's brought down at the 31. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Jenkins on the tackle.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Out of the gun, Newton. And a dump off to White. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. A 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one,
they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay.
Delay of game, offense.
What happened?
So that'll back them up 5.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On the ground, it's Harris. He wipes out the penalty yardage with a good run to get it back to 2nd and 7. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road. How about all of that rolled up into one? Because how often do you see division games get decided by this much of a margin?
Yeah, they thumped them.
Yeah, they jumped all over them. In a division game, it's usually a touchdown or less because these two teams know each other better than most teams in the league. In this case, that didn't hold up. On the road, big margin, big victory. Oh, yeah, that flight home will be good.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.